Hello to all, this is Dr. IJR initiating online lecture series on operations research. Today we are going to discuss about algebraic method of game theory. Let us start with one problem. Here it is. There are two players are there, A and B. So A is following 5 strategies and B is following 6 strategies. So first one, we have to follow the basic step, that is row minima and column maxima. So after applying the row minima and column maxima, if we didn't find out that minimax is not equal to maximum, so that means we can set that it is a game without a saddle point. So when the game without saddle point, so in that case we need to apply the dominance rule. Let us check the previous video about the dominance rule. So after applying the dominance rule, finally we got this type of matrix. So that means the complete matrix is reduced to 2 by 2. So again we need to check that whether the minimax value or maximum value is equal or not. So in this case, row minimum A2 minimum is 1 and A3 minimum is -5 and column maximum is 7, B4 it is 3. So row minimum, there are two minimum numbers. Out of this, what is the maximum number? 1 is the maximum number. And column maximum, there are 7 and 3. Out of this, we need to find out the minimum number, that is 3. Let us mark these two, 1 and 3 in the matrix. Say 1 and this is 3. So see, this is maximum and this is minimax. 1 and next one is 3. See, the maximum value is not equal to minimax value. That means at present we need to find out the value of the game, but there is no saddle point, that is without a saddle point. So whenever the matrix will become a 2 by 2, so in that case we have to follow any of the three methods. Say for 2 by 2 matrix having without saddle point, in that case we have to use any of the following methods: algebraic method, formula method, or arithmetic method. So now our particular lecture is about algebraic method. So let us see how to apply how to use algebraic method to this particular problem. To solve this matrix using algebraic method, first we need to prepare the table like this by adding additional column, say the probability. So we need to find out the probability. After that only we need to calculate and try to identify the value of the game. So for this purpose, we need to use the probability. Say there are two rows are there. So for that purpose, we need to take x, and this is 1 minus x. So find out x and find out 1 minus x to this particular problem. So how to identify these probabilities factors is, let us start with A. A is expected payoff or gain. This is the heading. That means now we are talking about the A. So A's gain or loss depends on these strategies. So for that purpose, we need to take the two things. If under A, if B uses B3 strategy, B3 strategy, then what happens? Let us check. See here in this case, B3 strategies are 1 and next one is 7. So we need to take this 1 and 7 and multiply this with x and 7 minus x. Say 1 into x plus 7 into 1 minus x greater than or equal to v, where v stands for value of the game. So we can solve this equation: x plus 7 minus 7x greater than or equal to v. That means x minus 7x, that is minus 6x plus 7 greater than or equal to v. So this is the first equation, and let us see the second equation. If B uses B4 strategy. Then again there are two strategies are there, 3 and 5. So we need to multiply 3 into x plus minus 5 into 1 minus x greater than or equal to v. Let us solve this one. 3x minus 5x, sorry, plus 5x minus 5 greater than or equal to v. So 8x minus 5 less than or equal to v. So this is the second equation. So now solve 1 and 2. That is minus 6x plus 7 is equal to 8x minus 5. 14x is equal to 12. So x equal to 12 by 14 or 6 by 7. So now the value of the x is 6 by 7 and obviously 1 minus x is equal to 1 by 7. So this is the way to identify the probability of 6 by 7 and 1 by 7. So then A would play. Now we need to find out what is the value of this one. A expected payoff or gain. A would play strategies. So what are the strategies that are played by A is A2 and next one is A3 in the rate of what? 6 is to 1. That is 6 by 7 and 1 by 7. So now we need to use the expected payoff of A. Expected payoff of A is using B3 strategy, say 1 into 6 by 7 plus 7 into 1 by 7. Now calculate it. 6 by 7 plus 7 by 7, that is equal to 13 by 7. And second one using B4 strategy. So there is a two B4 strategies is there. 3 into x plus minus 5 into 1 by 7. That is equal to 18 by 7 minus 5 by 7. That is equal to 13 by 7. See, in the both cases it is 13 by 7 and 13 by 7. So these are the two things are there. And now we need to check that whether the B is having 13 by 7, 13. Now A will make what? A will make net gain because A is getting a positive value. That means we can get net gain of how much? 13 by 7 per day in the long run. That is the interpretation of this particular A. Let us see the B's expected payoff and gain. Again, same procedure is there. We need to take the same table. Already we defined the probabilities of A2 and A3, x and 1 minus x. Now we need to calculate the probability of B3 and B4 by using the letter y, and next one is 1 minus y. And here also we need to write B's expected. Now we are concentrating on B's point of view, expected payoff or loss, because in the games one player will be the gainer and another player will be the loser. So now we assume that A is the gainer and B is the loser. So that's the reason B's expected payoff is loss. Payoff obviously is the loss, and A's expected payoff is obviously a gain. So now B's perspective, under this we need to take if A uses A2 strategy. So under B, there are two strategies are there, A2 and A3. If A uses A3 strategy, what happens? So in this case, 1 and 3 is there under A2. So 1 into Y plus 3 into 1 minus Y less than or equal to V. So Y plus 3 minus 3Y less than or equal to V, then minus 2Y plus 3 less than or equal to V. This is the first equation. And second equation, if A uses A3 strategy, so under this case 7 and minus 5 is there, so that means 7y plus minus 5 into 1 minus y less than or equal to 7, that is 7y minus 5 plus 5y less than or equal to v, sorry to v. So finally 12y minus 5 less than or equal to v. This is the second equation. Now solve 1 and 2 equations. That is minus 2y plus 3 is equal to 12y minus 5. That means 14y is equal to 8. So y equal to 18 by 4, 14, or 4 by 7. So say we identified y equal to 4 by 7. Obviously 1 minus 5 equal to 3 by 7. That is 4:3 ratio. So this is the way to calculate the y probability. And now we need to fill up this one. B uses, what are the strategies? B uses which strategies? Say B3 and B4 in the form of 4:3 ratio. And next we need to calculate expected payoff of loss with A2 strategy. So by using A2 strategy, 1 into 4 by 7 plus 3 into 3 by 7. That means 4 by 7 plus 9 by 7, that is equal to 13 by 7. And next we need to calculate A3 also. So 7 into 4 by 7 plus minus 5 into 3 by 7. That is equal to 21 by 7 minus 15 by 7. 28 by 7 minus 15 by 7, that is equal to 13 by 7. So now B is having 13 by 7 is there. 13 by 7. So we can set that it is net loss of how much? 13 by 7. Net loss of 13 by 7. Next, does A and B both use what type of strategies? Mixed strategies. So mixed strategies in the above manner, and the value of the game is what? 13 by 7. And the total value of the game is 13 by 7. And now we need to fill up this entire thing. So actually in the original problem, how many strategies of A is? There are 5 strategies are there. 5 strategies, that is I'm writing like this: A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5. So these are the 5 strategies are there that are seen in the A point of view. So under this we are concentrating only on the A2 and A3. That means we are not having anything, so that's the reason 0. And A2 is 6 by 7 and A3 is 1 by 7, A4 no value and A5 no value. So this is the way to represent like this. And B, how many are there? There are 6 strategies are there. That is B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, and next one is B6. So under this we are having only B3 and B4. That means B1 0, B2 0, B3 it is 4 by 7, B4 it is 3 by 7, and B5 it is 0, and B6 it is 0. And the total value of the game is 13 by 7. So this is the way to identify the value of the game by using arithmetic method. Thank you for watching.